I literally am right here, Tom. Did I get kicked from the Xbox party again?
That's really interesting.
What the
And
hell?
did you go to school for marketing or for like computer programming?
Communications.
Oh, communications. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was like super generic. I was just like so ready to get out of college or school in general that I was like, what's the easiest thing that's gonna get me out?
What was your first job out of college? Was it with EA?
No, I actually wanted to be a journalist. I was writing for like a sports website in Florida, and I was covering like Southeast professional sports. So like I was covering the Magic and like Orlando City Soccer and the
That's cool.
Lightning and all that stuff, like writing for a blog basically and doing social media for them in Orlando.
Very interesting.
Yeah. The job sucked though.
Probably paid you like $1.80 an hour, but
Oh my god, it was fucking terrible. And they were trying to push to pay people based on page views, which was like a complete joke because their website was it was technically a radio station that like pivoted to digital like blogging and stuff like that. So they had no idea what they were doing. It was absolutely terrible. And it sucked because I went like 4 or 5 months without a job after I left that place, but it was so much better than working there. And then I started working at EA after that. So really only
what was
had
your
two.
initial job with EA?
Kind of similar to this to an extent, but it was more like supporting the community managers as a coordinator. I think one big thing at EA and like a lot of these tech companies is a lot of people start out when you're entry level as a contractor. So I was on a 1-year contract and basically had the option at the end for them to bring me on permanently, but it's like not guaranteed. And so I took the 1-year contract in anticipation of like doing well enough that I would be brought on full time permanently.
Kind of betting on yourself.
Yeah, pretty much. And a lot of people have to do that at EA. But one thing that I've seen is like there's never been a single scenario where somebody that absolutely deserved it coming off a contract didn't ultimately get a full-time job. Now in hindsight, like I've seen that so many times. So,
which in comparison, to kind of bring it like into my world, it's like sales is a lot of that because a lot of it is like pay structures are everything in sales, right? So some people in sales get like a high salary and low commission, and then some people get very low to no salary with a high commission, and that's an instance
then you're
where, like,
really betting on yourself.
Like, you're betting on yourself, right?
Yeah.
And again, it could be great or could be terrible because if you're good and you sell a lot, like you're gonna make a lot of money, or you're gonna make no money. So now it's better to have that better salary job, and everybody kind of likes that job in the middle where like I need enough of a salary that like if I sell nothing, I can pay bills.
Correct.
And then whatever I sell on top is just gravy, basically.
Right. It's up to me to be great, but I can still live my life.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have one of my best friends. She does solar sales, and she has for a really long time. And it's been sort of like a back and forth. She's moved to a few different companies now, and she's like finally found that. But she was like, for a while, it was really shitty because the other part of it was like generating her own leads. And she was like, I will absolutely never